Hi guys!
Welcome back to our YouTube channel.
Welcome back to our YouTube channel. We hope you're fine. We hope you're okay.
We hope you're staying safe.
Yeah.
How was your week? How was your day? Depending on where you are.
Yeah. How was your day? How was your evening? Or if you're watching this during the weekend, how is your weekend going? We hope you're fine. Yeah.
Checking up on you, making sure you're okay. As for us, we are doing fine.
We're doing great.
By God's grace, yes. The Lord is sustaining and keeping us.
Indeed.
My name is Tatiana, and here is my lovely husband,
Wilson.
And together we are
WILTAT.
So on this channel, we talk about relationships,
dating,
marriage,
lifestyle,
and faith.
Yeah.
And today is a special day for us. Today is the 12th of November.
Yeah, we're celebrating our 5 months of marriage in Jesus' name. It's been great, and I wonderfully love my darling wife.
So do I love my lovely husband. Yeah, so it's been 5 amazing months. Yeah, today is the 12th of November. Well, depending on when you watch the video, but for us now, it's the 12th of November.
Yeah.
And we are celebrating 5 months full of grace. The number 5 stands for grace, and we thank God because His grace has been at work in our marriage.
Abundantly in Jesus' name.
Amen. So we just thought of just sharing, in quotes, a series of 5 things. I can put it that way. We just decided to go with the number 5. So basically, I'm going to be asking my husband some questions that ladies want to ask guys, or ask guys sometimes, just to get the male perspective. And then he as well will be asking me like 5 questions that men want to ask women. Generally, right? Some general questions. And then after that, we are going to be sharing with you 5 things that we've learned so far concerning marriage in these 5 months.
Indeed.
So please make sure you stay tuned till the end, and we'll be back right after.
Here we are. I want to ask my wife a series of questions.
I really do not know the questions, so I'll also just discover them now. We've
Yeah.
not talked about them, so
That things want to know from ladies.
Guys.
That guys want to know from ladies. 5 things that guys like to know from ladies.
My ladies, I hope I answer right, please. Any contribution you can also drop in the comment section later.
So my very first question will be, honey.
Oh, I'm actually on behalf of the you're not asking to me as your wife, or please.
Okay. My very first question is that, why is it that when girls get into a relationship, they always want to push the guy for the marriage?
As in, they have marriage in mind?
Yes.
Oh, of course. I think we also spoke about this in one of our videos. Like, when you're dating someone, you should have an aim in mind, right? And I think that for most ladies too, it's probably because like they feel like their time is ticking, if I can put it that way. Like they feel like time is, passing through. For example, maybe if you meet a lady at the age of maybe 28 or maybe even 30, depending, she doesn't have that time to start. She's looking for something serious, obviously. And then if you as the guy, you're not pronouncing yourself, I think it also comes as a result of the guy not maybe pronouncing himself. Maybe right from the beginning of the relationship, the guy has never mentioned marriage or anything. You guys have dated for a year, 2 years. He still hasn't mentioned anything about marriage. Of course, it's normal for her. She wants to know, where is this relationship leading to? Like, where are we going to? Am I just wasting my time with you? Because she's probably putting in a lot of things. She has the home in mind. She has, ladies just, want that sense of marriage brings a kind of, stability in a lady's life. So she really desires that. No, okay. I mean, it just proves that you're also serious with her. Why date her for so long? And but it doesn't mean that you should pressurize the guy to marry you. Obviously, if he loves you genuinely, like he says, obviously he should have mentioned marriage in your way or another. That's if he doesn't, it's a kind of red flag for you to be careful with, so that is this guy really serious? Some guys just waste your time for no good
for a
reason.
long time,
Yeah,
and then I end up not marrying you.
Yeah, so don't pressurize him, but I think it's a sense of stability for the lady, and it proves to her as well how serious you are concerning her. So yeah, I think that's a little bit. So,
I hope she has answered the question well.
I've tried to. I've tried to the best of my knowledge.
All right.
Okay, so should I ask mine?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. So I think this is a general common question. Most women would like to know, what does respect mean to a man? What does respect mean to men in general?
Okay. Respect for us is you as the woman or as the lady, you show some sense of he has the power, he has the authority to have the final say. He is the one whom God has put over me to guide me. He can give me advice, he can teach me, he can tell me what to do. Respect is also in a form of honoring the man with in his position as being the man over your life. So all of this is translated to you as respect. In a home setting, in a marital setting, respect will be translated in many ways. For example, when the husband comes back home, the wife welcomes him warmly. Honey, how was your day? I hope you had a good day. And get set, prepares the things that the husband will eat, for example. Respect will also be when the husband is going out, the wife, if the wife is staying at home for that particular time, the wife may maybe take his bag and leave him maybe at the elevator, leave him out of the gate, or just see him off. Respect is translated in a way as in the home setting when there's an important decision, or if the wife wants to take an important decision, maybe at her work, maybe in her family, she will tell the husband. Respect is wanting to know what is the opinion of the guy, wanting to know what is his thoughts, that he should give me a better advice, or I will take his advice, or what can I do in order to show him more honor. Honor and respect to us are very important in a relationship.
Wow, that's nice. So it's not just maybe, for example, like you said, involving him in your decision making.
Yes.
Like, so he knows that, okay, at least you value him, you value his points of view, his opinions. So in that light, does respect mean that she only has to say maybe yes, like in line with maybe submission? Yes. Oh, I've asked my other question already.
Okay. Not all the time. Not all the time. Her contribution or her opinion also is welcomed. But if the guy has an opinion which he thinks is the best opinion for it, respect will be submitting under the guy's opinion and saying, okay, because you've said this, let's go by this. Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Likewise, my own question for you will be, how do you translate love? What does love mean to you as a woman?
As women,
yes.
Oh, I think women, like we know, are emotional beings, right? They are really very emotional. Yeah, so it comes with affection. Love for most women would be affection, and I think it also matches with one of the things we spoke about in one of our videos, like knowing your wife's maybe love language. And so maybe to another woman it might be that buying her gifts shows that if you buy her a lot of gifts, if she's a gifts person, it shows that, okay, you're displaying a kind of, you know, love towards her. But generally speaking, I think when you're present, for me, I need you at a particular point. In fact, not only when I'm even going through things, I just need my man to be able to be like sensitive to maybe my mood swings or things like that. Like, you're sensitive to my needs. I mustn't always like maybe come and, you know, ask or say that I need this. You're just attentive, you're affectionate towards me, you show concern, you show care. I think that is translated to as love for for us women. Yeah, be present for your woman. Show her that she's special. Show her that, you know, she's the most important person. For example, as well, if you have maybe I don't know, something important to do, maybe at the office or wherever, and then she really needs your attention back home, she really needs you for something back home, and then you choose to be present for her over that other thing which could probably as well wait, that shows that, oh, she really means a lot to you, you know. So it kind of proves like affection and attention that you have for her. So yeah, basically I would say just know your woman, know her love language. Some need quality time, you must spend quality time with her, you must spend, you know, time with her, discuss and talk with her, make her feel important, you know, make her feel valued, be present for her. She really needs you as, you know, that covering, that protection, so she can feel love. Pay attention to little things. We women are very, in quotes, sometimes petty, so we need you to pay attention to the little things that, you know, we are doing. Show her concern, show her that affection. So I'll translate it kind of affection.
Understood. Thank you.
Okay, my next question will be, how do men feel about women who earn more than them, or not only earn more than them, but maybe are more intelligent, more smart, more, I don't know. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, I think that in the right setting, it shouldn't be a problem for the man if he knows his position and if she also knows his position. In a home where there is understanding, this wouldn't be a major trouble, even if the wife is, for example, a director in a company or has a high position as a government official, and the husband maybe works at another place and doesn't earn as much as her, or has a lower position in terms of social status at their workplaces. This shouldn't be a problem. A right man in his right senses will be able to accommodate that and know that his wife has many responsibilities outside of the home. But when we are at home, the man is the boss, and especially the woman should be able to understand that. Yes, the woman should be able to understand that in the confines of marriage, in the marital setting, the husband is still head of the home, regardless of the financial earnings or the social status of the woman, or her job status, you know. Yes.
So I think women too have to contribute to this, despite the fact that you might be more than him, in quotes, in some aspects, or I don't know, more stable, maybe financially or whatever than him. Still give him that respect that he deserves. Indeed, as the man of the house. Like when you go out, be the boss lady if you want to be whatever you want to be, or when you come back home, like he said, be the wife that you're supposed to be to him, and don't ever make him feel like less of a man because you are earning more than him, or, you know, doing more than he's doing. Yes. So I think that we too as women, we need to help the men not to feel inferior to us in case we are earning more than them. Okay. So I guess this is your third question.
Yes, this should be my third question. And my third question is, in general, if a woman is a home wife, how does it affect her in her relationship in the home setting? To your opinion, will most women want to be a home-staying wife that is having all their financial supply from their husband, or will they rather prefer also to work?
Okay, well, I think it's a matter of preference for the women. It's a matter of preference. Some women really just want to be home because, like I said at the beginning, we are emotional beings. We want to be present for our husband at the maximum level, for the kids as well. And then if you have a 9 to 5 job, you see that most of your time maybe is taken at the office, and then you just have little time back home. And so some women will decide to be fully present for they wouldn't really mind being at home. And then some ladies are actually comfortable, though it's not very good because it makes you seem like you're a lazy person. Yeah, but it also depends. Like I said, if you're at home, it's better to at least have something doing even while being home. There's nothing being wrong with being a stay-home wife, but at least do something, right? If you just have a little business, do something. You can work from home and not just maybe stay like that. Yeah, some women really would prefer not to work, but I think it's just maybe a kind of lazy mentality. Yeah, but we also know women who are like men. They cannot stay home for no reason. Why should you stop them from going to work because she has to take care of you? No, maybe she was working before she probably met you or things like that. There are really career women out there that really want to reach like the maximum, the top, and which is obviously like good. I feel like I've lost the focus of your question.
No.
I'm not answering the question. Yeah, so I think it's just a matter of preference. Yeah, but nonetheless, no matter what, even if she's earning how much, no matter what she's doing, she always wants to receive money from you. For that, it's a sure fact. She always wants to receive money from you. She wants you to take care of her, like maybe she was not working. So just still have that responsibility or that sense of responsibility. So yeah.
Well answered.
Yes. I want to know, how do men feel when women are the ones who make the first move? As she approaches you and tells you, "Oh, I like you." How do you see such a lady?
Well, I will talk in a kind of general and personal. I think that generally men will find it. Some men will interpret it also. It depends on the kind of woman. It depends on what has been the background history or the background story between you and the woman. It depends on how has your relationship been. Did you have a relationship where both of you were really involved in it, and you both had maybe mentioned about marriage, but the man had not yet proposed or whatever? I think this question will be a matter of answering, a matter of what is the background history of your relationship. And to answer it directly, I will say that on a personal level, I will find it as, wow, this lady can go to this extent.
Oh, she's bold.
She's very bold.
Oh, wow,
And
really?
she should really love me very much to do that.
I never knew this. Really?
That's on a personal
Oh, wow.
yeah, on a personal note. I would think that the woman is very bold.
So you wouldn't think she's cheap, like she's lowering herself to like pursue you, doing the pursuing job?
No, I will not think like that. However, I will see it as also a signal to maybe, because some guys are shy maybe to make the first move. But if another person does the first move, that is, if the lady does the first move, they will do the second, third, fourth, fifth. So I'll see it as like a trigger to now take over and now really push the relationship through and then until marriage.
Oh, that's
Yes.
if you like the lady.
If you really like the lady, yeah.
But
And really,
it's me he likes, please. There's no other lady. So he's talking about any other guy. Yes.
yeah. So that's how I will perceive it.
Wow, I'm really surprised with this answer though. I thought most men would think that the lady is like cheap because like you guys are normal chasers, like you love going after women and the things you know.
Yeah, we do that. We do love going after women. However, I will not disregard it and then lower her, say that she's a very cheap girl. No, that is if I really had a good relationship with her. That's why I said the background history of your relationship is also very important.
Oh, wow. Okay, so is this your last question?
this will be my fourth question, right?
Well, you started, right?
Yes.
Anyway.
All right. My next question for you is that do you think that men really too much like sex?
Did he just ask that? He just asked that on camera. Oh my goodness. My God. I don't even know how to answer the question though. But yes, obviously, I think it's not something that is hidden from women. Like, we all know that men love sex, right? Sorry for using the word plainly. Yeah, we know that they love, let me just use the action. So they love, doing or carrying out the action. And like we've been taught, it's a necessity for them, it's something that they need. Like for us women, I think we can sometimes go for a longer period of time without necessarily, having it, without us feeling bad or feeling empty, if I can say. But for a man, it's kind of different. He really like needs it, and I think that I am also learning and growing in that aspect to understand better how much like they need it, or how much, in this case, my husband needs it. So yeah. Okay, my last question. Okay, I'll ask, why is it that men have the tendency of, how will I say, like we formally said, you guys are normal chasers. Like when you're going after a lady, for example, that you really like, you do a lot of things for her, you call her regularly, you buy her things, you call her sweet names and things like that. But like when you get married now to her, those things have a tendency of just like dropping to sometimes below a level of 50. Why stop? Like, why isn't she the same person? Or is it like you've lived with her, you've been with her, and then so why does it?
Well, why? Well, that is a wrong conception. First of all, it's a wrong conception to think that you should stop. That is for a man. I'm not saying her question is wrong. I'm saying that if you are such a man who thinks that you should stop all of those after marriage because you've already had the woman, it is not the right conception. It's not healthy for your marriage. Rather, it should even increase in marriage. Now, why do men think like that? Why do men tend to rather not continue doing the things that they were doing when they get married? Well, maybe because for them the chasing is over, and they have already had what they wanted. They have got married, they are settled with that woman, and I'll use the term, they have already encaged the
Oh my God.
they've already encaged the prey. So
No,
like
that's
they
a
were
way
the
of saying.
predator. They were the predator, and
It's
then
just a way of saying.
it's just a way of saying. I'm
Marriage
just saying.
is not prison, no, please.
Yeah. They were the predator, and then they were going after a prey. So they've
it's
already
like the
got the
project has
prey.
been accomplished.
Yeah. So, but actually, as I want to reiterate that it is a very wrong conception. You should rather pour her more love. You should rather. You should rather do many more things that you even did not do while you were not yet married. Yeah.
Yeah. So please, you guys should spoil us. Show us that we did right.
You did right in choosing us.
Of course. So it should continue.
Yes, indeed.
Okay. Thank you very much. So your last question.
All right. My last question will be. Let me think.
Oh my God.
Yeah. My last question will be that why is it that women feel like this guy is not doing enough? I think I deserve more from this guy. I think I am the queen. I think he should show me more love. I think I'm not well treated by this guy. Why? Why do you feel like you want more? Meanwhile, the guy is trying to do his best.
Again, I'll say it depends. It simply means that maybe she feels like you've not understood how she wants to be loved. Yes, as a lady, if a lady is complaining about that, it means that there is something that you are not getting right actually. So you need to figure out what exactly. Sometimes really ask her, what is it that you want me to do?
Guys, I hope you're here.
Yeah, maybe he's really trying his best, but they've not dialed up to really know, okay, no, you're saying this, you're using this love language to speak to me, but I don't understand this love language because I speak another love language. So you actually have to know my love language and speak to me via my love language. I think that if you do that, she'll really have no reason to complain, except if she really just wants to disturb or worry you. Yeah, so I think that it's you having to understand what she really requires in you loving her. Like, ask her if you think that you're doing your best, but it doesn't seem. Ask her, what do you want me to do? What am I doing that is not right? And things like that. You guys actually talk, then she'll let you know, then you now make the necessary adjustments. Yeah, so don't just sit and tell yourself, but I'm doing this, I'm doing that. She might just not be speaking that love language.
Yeah, so it's important to know the love language of your spouse. Yeah, it's important to know their love language. Is very, very important.
Okay, so right now we'll just be sharing with you 5 things that we've learned so far in these 5 months of marriage. Yeah, so we'll just be speaking. Should I start? Should you start?
Yeah, you can start, hon.
Okay. I think that one of out of many things I've learned, it's how will I say, unconditional forgiveness for my spouse or my partner when he does something wrong to me, and then I'm really upset because sometimes I used to, worry him a lot and get, maybe mad at some things, and then I just, go quiet and I'm like, I don't want to talk. Yeah, and then, sometimes my husband just drew my attention that you cannot be getting angry over things like that just so often, and you're just upset over things that you're really not supposed to be upset over. So yeah, so now I'm still struggling, I'm still learning though to let go of those things. Like, they really upset you, okay, it's for the moment, let's move on to other things. Let's not allow this thing to like affect our relationship and take it above what it's supposed to be. So I think unconditional forgiveness, it's one thing that I've learned during these 5 months.
Very good, thank you. I'm eternally forgiven. I'll always be forgiven.
Amen.
One thing I have learned is that marriage is hard work, and you need to really put in work and effort to make it work. I have really been in that mood or in that understanding of marriage is not just for the pleasure of getting married. It is actually a lifelong project. Yes, it's hard work, and you really need to put in work for both of you to enjoy your marriage, to make it work. Yes.
Yeah, just add a little to what he said. I remember Pastor Mildred Okonkwo, she said marriage is hard work, but don't make it work. As in, don't make it as a task you have to carry. Then it becomes very difficult. It's enjoyable. When they say it's hard work, it just means that you don't just sit and relax and expect things to
happen like that.
To happen like that. So it doesn't mean that it's difficult per se. It just means that you constantly have to be making the effort of putting something into the marriage, not just relaxing and thinking. So please don't be scared. It's not like it's difficult. You just have to know the principles to apply, what to do right. So
yes.
Yeah.
One other thing I have learned before she takes the floor is that in marriage, ignorance is devastating.
Please be more precise.
Ignorance of who is your wife, what is her type of things that she likes, ignorance of the whole concept of the institution of marriage can be very, very, very devastating. Yes. I thank God that I did not enter in this marriage ignorant. Yes. So to say, knowledge about your spouse, knowledge about marriage itself has been very, very profitable to us.
For us,
yes.
Yeah, because I remember, I think both of us too, like we listened to a lot of messages on marriage, we read books on marriage. Sometimes we used to call ourselves and share. For example, if I find a video, I can send him the link, he watches, and he does as well. I think, I don't even know the number of videos I ever watched. Dr. Miles Monroe, Pastor Kingston Oponko, his wife, Pastor Mildred, Pastor Funke Adejumo. I watched a lot of videos just to know, like, knowledge, like he said, is very important.
Yeah,
it's paramount.
Knowledge is the key that will unlock the blessings of your marriage.
Know what you're getting yourself into, before you actually get it. And I like to say that to me, marriage, when you get into marriage itself, it's like practical. Yeah,
that's why I wanted to say knowledge and application.
Application, yes, very important. You don't just know, you apply. It's like before you go to, for maybe science students, before you get to the lab, you guys have done some theoretical work background first. You know, they've told you this is how you do, but now when you get to the field, you realize that, oh, it's kind of different. But the more you do it, the more you realize, I can use this technique, it can work better and everything. So it's not just, you know, about the knowledge, like he said, apply the knowledge that you've known. It helps you. You don't just get to the lab and you have no background knowledge, nothing on how to operate or do something, and then you expect to perform a miracle. So it's the same with marriage. You get the knowledge, like when you're still dating, single, and everything.
Yes.
And when now you're in marriage, you realize that you're just applying the knowledge, of course, and getting more knowledge.
More knowledge
as you grow.
Indeed.
Okay, I think the fourth thing, because we said 5 right out of many, this is number 4. I learned that love is not enough in marriage, or it doesn't just take love, like the feeling, or I feel love, you know, there's just that moment where you really feel high towards your husband, you're like, oh, I'm in love with my husband. The feelings are there, everything is there. It takes more than that. It takes really more than that. Sometimes you're really not going to feel any love, in quotes, for your spouse. Let me not even use love, let me use feelings. You're not going to have, you know, those butterflies in your belly for your husband. Times are going to be, you know, and then it takes more than you don't just walk out because you didn't feel at some point that you, sometimes it goes for days, or not just one day, it goes maybe for weeks, for some people months even, and then there is that flame is not really there. But it takes more than that. You're committed to this person, you know that, no, I have to be with this person, and then now you trigger your emotions, like bringing them. My husband loves to say, like, see what you know to say again, like, put your emotions there. You know, you're the one controlling your emotions. So, you can choose to do some things that can burn you again more, like maybe organize a date. You realize that you've been apart for some time, you've not really been talking fluently. Organize a sweet little date for yourselves, and you guys get talking, and you realize that, you know, the emotions start coming back. You're, oh, this guy is romantic, and you know, things like that. So it takes more than love. Don't just say, I'm in love with this person, so let's get married. When you are married, you take more than
emotional love.
Yes, actually, that's it.
Yeah.
So, okay, you want to give us our last for now?
Yeah, and our last point is something that we are still currently on, and that we are learning. So I want to say marriage is a learning process. Marriage is a journey. It's a long journey. Marriage is a journey. It's a continuous journey for both of you. It's a continuous journey. It's a learning journey. It's a journey where you can keep on improving. You can keep on ameliorating yourself if you are intentional about it. Yes.
You never arrive. Keep going and keep going.
Yes. Marriage is a whole school in itself.
Indeed, it is. And we are still learning a lot of things on our part. So, never feel like, I've done my best. So how many books have I read? How many preachers have I listened to? I'm okay now, I'm the boss and everything. You see, realize that after some years, after some time, there are still some things you're discovering about your spouse, surprisingly, that you never really knew. So keep learning, keep improving, and I think that's what we are also doing.
Yes, by the grace of God.
Amen.
After this, I'll have to talk out some things with my wife.
Oh my goodness. Please, off camera.
Okay, guys, thank you. It was nice to have you. We will
Thank you
see
so
you
much.
again.
Please don't forget to subscribe, and make sure you share with a friend, a family member, a loved one. Yes, and make sure you are part of the family. Don't forget to subscribe.
Smash the notification button also.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
and you
that-
can share.
You can
Thank
know
you, and
anytime
God
we
bless
upload.
you.
Amen. See you next time. Bye
Bye bye.